Well, you might remember our next guest for her campaign video about Baltimore that went viral last month. Well, she's out with another attention-grabbing ad. Take a look.
Streets should be a reflection of our leaders. Clean, not dirty. Much of our trash gathers in abandoned homes. There are over 17,000 abandoned buildings in Baltimore. They are a scar on the face of our city. I will support tax credits and incentive programs to give residents a chance to buy and rehabilitate these homes.
All right, well, Kim Klacik is running for Congress as Republican in Maryland's heavily Democratic 7th District, and she joins us now. Kim, great to see you. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and congrats on that awesome new video. Amazing. I mean, most people can barely get out one kid campaign video. Now you have two. So huge congrats to you. What I want to talk to you about today, obviously, we've seen a lot of unrest with the ruling in this Breonna Taylor case. And LeBron James has been very vocal this entire unrest cycle about his opinions. I want to show you a tweet that he tweeted out in response to this, saying the most disrespected person on earth is the black woman. We're going to get to the rest of the tweet in a minute, but I want to get your response as a black woman on those comments.
Yeah, so if anyone saw my appearance on The View, you could say yes.
We're going to get to that.
We're going to get to that in a minute.
I mean, I'm respected by liberals and those that do not agree with what I have to say. But other than that, I don't see what he's talking about. I know everyone's life experience is different. But LeBron James, I feel like he speaks out when it's very convenient for him to do so. We saw, what was it, just a week ago, where 2 cops in LA were shot and basically preyed on as they sat in their patrol cars. And he had nothing to say about that. So I just would love for him and other athletes and celebrities to speak up for everyone, you know, during every tragedy or when there's unrest in this country.
You know, Kim, I want to get back to the tweet for a second. The end of it actually is interesting to me because it says, I promise you I'll do my best to change this as much as I can and even more. Love to my queens and all of this country. The thing that I think is interesting is that he's a celebrity. He's in the sort of the entertainment celebrity genre world, if you will. And a lot of the folks that he hangs out with, including people like Jay-Z, and I'm not sure if he's friends with them, but like in that rap community, you've got Ja Rule, Eminem, and so many others that use language in their songs that I think is disrespectful, degrading, and in many cases vulgar towards what they say about women. And I think if you're going to tweet something like that out, then stand up and call out some of these disrespectful, vulgar, degrading things that are said about women. Because I think if you're a young boy looking up and listening to this, you might think, okay, well, that's how we talk. And what we've learned so importantly over the last few months, especially, is that's not acceptable.
Yeah, absolutely. I know what you're referring to. There's a lot of songs, especially rap songs, that talk about Black women in a derogatory way. But if he's saying that he's going to help cure or remedy that issue, then I hope he does work with other celebrities and athletes and obviously those that are making these songs to talk about, you know, uplifting Black women in their own communities. And so if he sees that there's a problem, great. I hope he actually stands by his word and does something about it. But again, I have to say the only disrespect I ever see to myself on social media or anything else is from liberal people that just don't agree with my conservative point of view.
It's unfortunate. You mentioned your appearance on The View. We want to play for our viewers just a clip of that so they can see what you're talking about. Watch.
Talk to the point, please.
Is this Joy speaking? The same Joy? The same
Yes.
Joy that
Yes.
paraded around in blackface not too long ago? Come on, Joy. I don't think you should be
That's
asking
not
these
true.
questions. I am an African American.
Excuse me. The Black community had my back. They know that
Black
that was not
community has my
blackface. That
back.
was an homage. Oh, please,
Black
just
community
answer the
has my
question.
back
Black
as well.
community,
Sonny,
the Black community did
Sonny,
not
tell
vote
them.
for you.
Well,
The Black
you know what?
community did not vote for you. What
It was
planet
during
are
a
you
special
living
election.
on?
Sonny, can I speak?
What
It was
planet
during-
are you living on?
It was during a special election while we were...
You know, Kim, this is crazy to watch. When I watch Joy Behar saying the Black community had my back, but telling a Black woman the Black community doesn't have your back, I mean, that's crazy.
Who does she think she is?
Yeah, no, it is crazy. And just to think, I am part of the Black community, and I'm telling you right here that I did not have your back. And there were a lot of people that spoke out on social media, even on the other side of the aisle, that agreed that they did not have her back during that situation. You know, a lot of people have been canceled because they have been in blackface at some point in time. But she says her blackface is different because it's her that did it. So it's very interesting to me that unfortunately, we live in a time where there's just this double standard and people can basically do or say what they want as long as they're left leaning and liberal and go along with the narrative. But that was the most respectful panel I think I've ever been on in my life.
I literally, when I watched that, I thought to myself, this can't be happening. You have Joy Behar telling you that she just somehow decided the black community had her back. Who gives her that right to say? That's pretty pompous and bold to say something like that and not get any kind of backlash. I think that speaks so much for the liberal press. If any white person on the right had said that, they would have been shredded.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then just the audacity. You saw Sunny then talking over me as I was trying to explain that we were in a special election. And of course, we couldn't go door to door and talk to people. And so I didn't make as much waves as I wanted to because we're a grassroots type of campaign and we were doing a lockdown. We couldn't go out there and talk to people. But she just started screaming over me. So she almost took defense, I guess, for Joy. I know that's her colleague, but I was just appalled by the whole thing. I just had to end it with, you know what, this is extremely immature, but thanks for having me, because I couldn't believe it as I sat there.
Well, like Lindsay said at the beginning, you've got 2 unbelievably viral videos now. So I think a lot of people have a lot of interest in Kimberly Klacik. Thank you for coming back.
Good to see you, Kim.
Can't wait to see number 3.
All right, good to see you, Kim. Hope to be back soon. All right, well, Facebook says it won't allow ads that claim victory on election night until the results are finalized and verified. It might sound legitimate on the surface, but is it selective censorship? We're going to discuss when we come back.